Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Making Richie Rich. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who has commented, liked the video, subscribed. It's sort of overwhelming, so it's been great to see. I honestly didn't think I would even get one comment, so it's been very, very flattering. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and look at some of the YouTube comments because it has been some quite good advice in there. Just a quick update. It's been about a week since the last video. A few people have messaged me asking me if I'm putting up another one. The reason I haven't done one yet, I'll get into in a wee bit. First of all, let's see if we made Richie rich. Okay, welcome back. So basically, Betfair has still limited my account. What happened was during, trying to think of the festival, the Grand National, I was using my Betfair for match betting. I had a couple of big losses of like £2,000 or so, and it went into the bookies. So when I finally got it from the bookies and went to deposit back in the Betfair, they hit me with a verification. So I had to go on and show that I had been match betting, proof of the bets that I placed at the bookies to show that I had recovered those losses. The bank statements showing where my income is coming from and all this. So they still have my account frozen. I'm only allowed to deposit £100 a month. So I should have done actually £100 last month, £100 this month. Damn it, I missed out a trick there. So I've been working on another strategy, which I'm not quite ready to tell yet because I'm still want to work it all out. So far it's been very promising, and I hope I can reveal it soon to people because it's been great. So just going back to the last video, just on the tennis trades for new beginners, okay? Let's get it up here. So here we go. So there's some more tennis today. As you can see, I've got £100 there. Lovely. Nope, 95. Clearly not. So we got our tennis up. Now, in the last video, we had this guy. Let me see. Why is that off the screen? We see some magic there. Woohoo! Move it across. I had a lot of good comments underneath the video. So if anybody's watching this, if we go look at the other videos, there's some great advice there. So what my previous videos were for people who were literally just starting out in Betfair trading. You just wanted to test the waters. You didn't want to necessarily go and do all, read up about everything. I am a person who likes to do. I know other people, there's people in the Discord group for Profit Boss that I'm a part of, and they like to read. Crest of Profit Boss, he got a book, he has recommended to people to read about Betfair Trading. That's how he learns. For me, I'm a doer. I like to get in, get my hands on it, figure it out as I go along, which is why it's important if you're like me and you do that, do it at low stakes. So I can say you'll only learn from doing it at low stakes. Don't put yourself in any financial difficulties. Don't try to run before you've even learned to crawl. So here, for example, Flame Flickers, he came in and he said this piece of advice. So if you can all see it there, you badly need to start using Flash Score. That's probably a good idea. Generally, when I went in to do some tennis trading, I would just kind of go with my gut feeling. I would just look for the scenario. I would look for whoever lost the first set. I would go in, I would try to lay them. Sometimes what I prefer to look for is if they've lost the first set, and they're serving first in the second set, because that's a good time to get in. You can lay the winner of the first set, and if the loser is serving first, if he wins the first serve, you could cash out there for a nice wee profit. But there's a lot of stuff I wasn't looking at. So if you've been enjoying just tinkering around with laying the first set winner, or you're doing the back in the serve that I showed, if you want to get more in depth with that, if you want to start scaling up your strategy, it is probably important that you start going and reading stats. Flame Flickers here, he recommended Flash Score, okay? I'm just going to get it up here. It's the wrong one. So flash score. So there we go. There's flash score. Okay. As you can see, I have no idea about a lot of this information. I literally loaded it up for the first time. Flame Flicker, he sent it, I think it was a day or two ago. I haven't had a chance to trade and look at this yet. I will do a video and I will look at this and see how we can compare it to in-game trading. Okay. But, Flash Score, he has a go at me. He says, you keep saying you're not a gambler, but what you're doing here is literally jumping from one gamble to the next. That's fair enough. That's probably a fair point. To the point where I would disagree only on the sense of I have a set strategy of how to get in and out. I'm not leaving. I'm not just picking a team at random, throwing 20 quid on it. But you're right. Do you know what? It's all a gamble because we don't know how it goes. You could go in and you can look at the stats here on the screen and say, right, well, the stats say this. But when that match starts, it can go the complete opposite way. And it doesn't matter what they were saying. Football, tennis, any sport, it's a gamble because the beauty of sport is I play sport. It can change in an instant. If anybody was watching the football match the other night, Man City cruising, I turned it off because Man City had scored. I'm like, oh, well, we'll see. I'm a Liverpool fan. We'll see Man City in the final. My mate texts me about 30 minutes later. He says, what a game. I'm like, what do you mean? And they came back and won. Like, that's football. There's no way the end stats in that game had also said that they were going to go on and win that game. That's sports. So it's all a gamble. He's 100% right. It's a gamble. But there's a way to minimize that gamble because he is right, because stats can help you. You can see, I would do it more by feeling I usually try to pick games where I can watch the tennis. So you can see as well how they're playing and how it looks. But 100%, go in and read this comment. There's a lot of information there, okay? For example, using Flash Score and play stats to base your entry for laying the first set winner would give you a much better basis for entry and a much better value trade than just jumping randomly from match to match, which I sort of was doing. You'd be looking for matches where the stats show that the first set loser is playing well and that the first set was closer than the odds might suggest. For your the server entry, there's really no point in backing a player below around 1.4 because the odds simply won't move enough in your favour to make the risk worthwhile. And again, even if you don't want the pre-match research, at the very least you should use Flash Score, go to the point-by-point tab and check that your player is serving well. Right. Now, okay, so I've read that, so I'm just going to bring something up here. Okay, just make sure you can all see this. Yes, you can. Well, I'll move this over because my big face is in the way. There we go, so we'll move that over. Point by point. Okay. All right. Yeah. So look, Flame Flicker, thank you very much. Like, I think I made the comment back to you. The fact that you come in, a lot of people don't do this no more. They don't come in just to help people. We don't want to help someone else. We want to help ourselves. You had no reason at all to come in there and give that much advice. You didn't, but you did. So thank you. And hopefully not just me, but everyone else who's ever watched my videos and they're trying to learn can read that as well, okay? I am just being honest. I show what I make and what I'm doing wrong because I'm trying to keep it real. So thank you for that. So we've got the point to point. So you can see there in that game, turned out tight. So they went 15 up, 30 of, and then 30, 15, 30 each, and then 40, 30. So you can see, yeah, okay, I can see how it can be helpful because you can see how the games have went before you've even come into the trade. Lost the serve there. And then, we lost the serve straight back. Okay. Great information there. So I'm going to go back and read the rest of his comment now, okay? I'll just get that back up on screen for you to read. Eliminating the random way you're selecting trades and replacing it with some solid reasoning which will transform your results. And one final thing, keep an eye on your entry exit prices. For example, at 23.53 in that video, you traded out at a price of 1.21 when you could have got a price of around 1.15 or lower. That's why it's better to learn to trade out manually than using the cash out button. Sorry, I didn't intend for my comment to be so long. Flame Flickers, said it once, I'll say it twice. Thank you. He's right. In that video, I just did the cash out, just auto cash out, just because it's simple for people just starting out. What you want to do is learn what the prices mean and try to trade out a lower price, because what it does, 100%, it'll not trade out, it'll auto trade out whatever it matches at, but you can trade out for lower and get a better price, or higher if you're needing to. So yes, if you can practice that, it's a great tip. What I plan to do is to do a video next week. I go on holiday next Saturday off to Benidorm. It's supposed to be a stag do I'd organised for 22 boys. Unfortunately, COVID stopped a lot of people going, and the groom-to-be himself had to put the wedding back. So now it's turned into a nice wee lads holiday for 7 of us. So I'm looking forward to that. It's been a long time coming. Got my booster jab the other day, so I can barely lift this arm, but it'll be worth it. Yes, so a wee bit of what I've been doing for the last week. And I want to give a wee shout out to a wee pal there who was on the Discord with me the last couple of days. I don't even know his real name. Lovey9. He's been with me as I've been working out this new strategy. And he's been testing alongside him, can't speak. He's been testing it alongside of me, and it's been showing some great results. So I want to shout out to him. Thank you for keeping me company the last couple of days. We're hopefully going to get on soon and do a few more trades. But look, I have now got an itch for the YouTube. I've got that wee scratch. It's something I've never done before in terms of trying to grow a channel. I have my own business. I'm a cinematographer. I do wedding videos and stuff like that. Hence why you're wondering how's this person started up this new channel. And he's got a good camera and a proper mic and stuff. That's why I already had the equipment. I didn't buy it, just to do this. So what I would love to do, because it's about making Richie rich, my next goal is to try and grow this channel to, I think they said you need 1,000 subscribers and like 20,000 hours of watch time before your channel gets monetized. So I want to see what YouTubers, how they make money, and I will show you that. I'm here to make me rich, and help people along the way. I am interested to see what kind of numbers YouTube actually brings in. So I will be showing that. If I get to the point where I can get monetized, I will I'm not hiding anything. I'll show you exactly what YouTube makes you every month based on whatever numbers I have. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do me a favor, do it for me, and we can see how it goes. If I do get to the 1,000 subscribers, I will do something big. I will share some wealth or whatever. I don't know, what I'll do yet, but I'll do something. I'll get everybody to comment who subscribed, and we'll work something out. That's a long time down the line, but it is a goal, and it's nice to have goals. And the same with you when you're doing your trading. Have your goals every day, how much you want to try to earn, but how much you're willing to lose. And it's important to get out and don't chase the losses. Been there. Do not try to chase the losses. It's something you've probably heard around, especially with gamblers and stuff. Don't go chasing the losses. I felt like it's about to burst into a song. I'll waste a song there. But I'll not sing for you, don't worry. Thanks for watching. If you have any more advice, feel free to drop it down below, or just leave a comment. Throw a like my way if you feel like it. And I'll hopefully see you soon in the next video. Okay, bye.